Thanks for joining us. First at 10 tonight, one of the many issues raised by the Tyre Nichols case is the need for more citizen oversight of Memphis Police. We do have an agency to do that. It's called CLERB, but anyone will tell you it has very little power or influence these days. Now, state lawmakers are considering a bill that would get rid of CLERB and all community oversight boards. Rebecca Butcher reports that has critics speaking up.
Well, Memphis NAACP President Van Turner is calling this legislation a slap in the face after the Tyre Nichols deadly beating by MPD officers, letting police, he says, police themselves.
It would really be a slap in the face. Here we are just a month or so after Tyre Nichols was brutally beaten and murdered.
It's proposed legislation that would disband the Citizen Law Enforcement Review Board, or CLERB, which has been around in the city since 1994, investigating misconduct filed against MPD. Memphis NAACP President Van Turner, also a mayoral candidate, says it's harmful.
So when you put a bill forward which undoes the strength of that type of board, which says that the complaints have to go to the internal review office of the law enforcement agency, what you're doing is allowing the police to police themselves.
Turner says that's the problem in the first place. If this bill, which is sponsored by Senator Mark Pody, becomes law, CLERB would dissolve and be replaced by a police advisory committee with 7 members selected by the mayor.
The commander-in-chief of the armies and the armed forces cannot be himself or herself part of the military. And that's to prevent the dictatorships and the strong-arm tactics that we've seen used in other countries throughout the world. So there is a reason why you want civilians to overlook and to have some type of authority to review law enforcement.
A police advisory committee wouldn't independently investigate a police misconduct complaint, but instead hand it over to internal investigative affairs under MPD. Pody's argument, sensitive documents would then be concealed for any pending prosecution.
You can redact information. It seems like this is punishment for doing what should be done and what was done here locally. Now this bill will perhaps make those efforts more difficult.
And Turner's asking for the bill to be sent back to a study session. I did reach out to the bill's sponsor via phone and also emailed questions. I have yet to receive a response back. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Rebecca. In recent years, state lawmakers have not hesitated to tell cities what to do when it comes to policing issues. They eliminated a city council ordinance requiring police recruits live in Shelby County. They canceled another ordinance which did not allow guns in city parks. And they took away subpoena powers from citizen review boards like CLERB.